Hey everybody, I'm Melissa Sorrentino, the Improv Sophisticate, and I am here to talk to you folks about improv and how it affects your life overall and how your life affects your improv. We're going to get into some nuts and bolts about specifics today. Specifics. I hope that I don't go into every area that I want to about this, because in my brain it's just already like firing up a bunch of stuff. So just to start us off, I want to tell you guys it's Christmas time. So for specifics, look at this very adorably specific mug. He is a very chubby penguin, and there's a little chubby penguin with little red earmuffs that matches this chubby penguin, sitting and perched on the handle. And I also have snowflake earrings, which I inherited from my mother when she passed, so they always mean a lot to me at Christmas time. All right, specifics. Let's talk specifics. Okay, I'm not going to really go into so much about specifics in scene work. I really want to hit that a little bit harder and a little more specifically in another video. Oh God, I'm already starting. This is bad. All right. In your scene work, there are reasons that specifics work. I want to talk about one particular reason why. And this is something that most people don't really think about as far as why specifics are such a really just like better, like stronger, more clear choice. Your scene partner can get on board more easily if you are specific. The audience can get on board. And when I say get on board, it's like, the audience, we have audiences, right, as entertainers. And our job, the onus is on us, heavy burden, to facilitate entertainment to these people who necessarily maybe aren't like the creative types, maybe their mind isn't always in the clouds like mine is. Maybe they don't constantly have just a bombardment of just weird wacky ideas or different ideas or outside of the box thinking. Different folks are different. And when you're in the audience, you're the audience member. That's your role, improvisers. Even if you're watching other improvisers, your role in the audience is not critic and it's not director. I know, it's audience. So why don't you play your part, people? All right, so I'm on stage. I'm the, creator, director, writer, prop master, costume designer, actor, star. What are all those things? That's what the improviser is in every single scene. I know, right? It's like a lot to do. But if I'm going to give specifics to my scene partner, I'm going to help the scene partner see, hear, smell, taste, think, feel what I want them to. It's not so much about controlling what you want them to, but with clarity. And then the audience gets to see that and experience that too. There's a reason that they don't go to movies and just sit in front of a blank white screen for 2 hours. A white screen. A white screen. And then at the end of 2 hours, it's like, what movie did you watch? And I'll be like, oh, I saw The Godfather 18, and everybody was dead, and they were all in heaven, and they were having these conversations in the cloud, which is why it was white, and, it was like Michael Corleone was like, dude, I was kind of an asshole. It's terrible. It's a terrible accent. But, and somebody else is like, oh, I saw a white bunny playing in the snow. And someone else is like, it was just a melting ice cube the whole time. That would be an audience full of creatives. I think some people will be like, that was fucking stupid. Give me my, $12 back, please. So that is why it's super important to paint the picture, to create the objects, to wear the clothing, This is a wide brimmed hat. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm very Parisian, and there's like a actually a Madeline, and there's a little ribbon that goes down the back of my hat, and I am about 7 years old, and you know, I have my little sailor uniformy thing on, you know. If you're more specific, your scene partner can see what you mean. Now, sometimes people present something and they believe that they were so clear. And then they get actually annoyed after a scene that their scene partner didn't see the clarity of that. Now, if I sit in a chair and I'm eating popcorn, right? And I'm looking up, somebody, you know, who's kind of got like, you know, their head up their own ass might be like, I was clearly eating popcorn and I was watching a movie. What a jackass. When they came and sat down next to me and that person thought that I was, I don't know, it's really hard to get outside the box. This would be a good improv exercise, right? What else could I be doing besides eating popcorn? Help me out here. Okay, so I'm eating, yeah, I'm a monkey, and I'm eating ants off of a piece of tree bark, and I'm looking up because I'm looking for that Coke bottle to come and drop down again. That's a reference to a movie, y'all. I'm a genius. No, I think actually that was an okay idea, but like, what if that was clearly what I saw? What if I was like, oh, that person must have saw the Coke bottle movie in there. You know, what if that was me that initiated the scene and I initiated that I'm clearly a very humanified, ape in some Planet of the Apes type movie. I'm obviously eating ants. Everybody could see that. And everybody can see that I'm looking up. Why else would I be looking up if I wasn't looking for a Coke bottle, you moron? Right? And the other person's like, popcorn movie? I was just thinking, no duh, you know? So there's just all kinds of different things that we're all going to come in with our own perspectives. We're going to see different things. And when we see those things, we have to be fair that there's a different point of view. But if I'm more specific than the other person, and that's going to really help with your words, but also your specificity of your space work. Now, that's me eating popcorn, right? And looking up. This is, let's just brag for a minute. This is a little bit more advanced improv person that I'm recognizing I need to hold. It's in a bag, you know, or maybe I could be holding it like this. Maybe I'm holding it like this and I'm eating out of one of those big tubs. See how that's different things? See how that's specific different things? And like, what if I'm eating it like this? You know, oh my God, I've not had popcorn in so long. You know, fuck him. I can't believe he left me. You know, you see how the specifics of that choice started to already put me in a direction because I had an emotional specific. I had a characterization specific. I had a specific way to eat the popcorn. Now, in my mind, this is just me personally. In my mind, I didn't know that I was going to be somebody that just got dumped and is, gorging on popcorn after a breakup. I didn't know that. And even now I know that. But what if my scene partner maybe doesn't read all that into it? In my mind that was kind of clear, but maybe somebody else would be like, well, I still didn't really know, what was going on. Like I said, he left me. So you'd be a little bit like not paying attention if you didn't grasp that. But, maybe my dad left me. Maybe my roommate left me. Maybe my dog left me. Maybe my, maybe my landlord left me, and I am now stuck having to mail my rent checks, and that's complaint worthy and complicating my life. There's just always a variety of choices. But the more specifically you can home in on something very specific, the better the audience can start to recognize, like, what is it? What's happening today? And then also your game moves can come off those specificities. So I'm just here to plug specifics, and I hope I've done somewhat of a decent job on it. I have a whole other thing I want to talk about, but honestly, I think I'm going to just post it as a different thing because I want to talk about how specifics have to do with our real lives and when we make our affirmations. What? Yes. All right, but be specific in your scene work. Don't just hold a mug. Hold a cute mug that has a snowman on it and lipstick. Right? There's specifics everywhere. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. This has been the Improv Sophisticate. I am Melissa Sorrentino. See you later.